With just 6 weeks until Election Day, former President Trump in critical Pennsylvania as he's showing new signs of strength in 3 other crucial battlegrounds. Polls tonight revealing Trump leads Vice President Harris in North Carolina, Georgia, and Arizona, all within the margin of error. But nationally, it's Harris with the edge, according to our NBC News poll. The vice president's 5-point lead within the margin of error, powered by a huge jump in her personal favorability, up 16 points from July, the biggest such boost in NBC News polling since George W. Bush's surge after 9/11. Still, Trump leads Harris by 8 points on handling what voters said was their most important issue, inflation and rising costs.
If you cast your vote for Kamala Harris, you're voting for 4 more years of brutal job losses, higher taxes, surging prices.
Trump today visiting a grocery store in Pennsylvania.
You talk to the people right here that are paying 30, 40, 50% more for their groceries, which I think I can say is right. Am I right?
Yes, that is correct.
It's a disgrace.
Inflation recently dropped to 2.5%, though prices have risen nearly 20% since President Biden and Harris took office 4 years ago. Harris planning an economic speech later this week.
I believe in what we can create in terms of opportunity for the American people. I've named it an opportunity economy.
And pressuring Trump to debate her a second time, which he is now refusing to do.
The voters of America deserve to hear the conversations that I think we should be having on substance, on issues, on policies. What's your plan? What's my plan?
Garrett, you also have new reporting tonight about former President Trump returning to Butler, Pennsylvania.
That's right, Lester. That visit is now scheduled for October 5th, multiple campaign sources tell me, 1 month to the day before Election Day. The Trump campaign clearly trying to create a moment around his return to the city where he survived that assassination attempt. Lester?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.